Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you a whole bunch of tips and tricks so that you can super clean your car. This is going to be a step-by-step guide, so by the end of the video you'll be armed with the knowledge to make your car interior look awesome too. So the first step is going to be to dust and hoover the car down with this Titan vacuum cleaner. Then once that is done, the next step is going to be to clean the car. And once the car's been cleaned from top to bottom, we then need to protect the car. So I've got a whole array of different cleaners, protectants, tools and equipment, and I'll be showing you a few different techniques throughout the video that hopefully you'll find useful for your car too. Right then, let's go ahead and take a look inside the car. So the first thing I do is just pick up any rubbish that's in the car. Then I just get my Milwaukee crate and I take out any other bits and pieces that's mine that I don't want throwing out. And taking everything out is just going to make it so much easier to give the car a proper deep clean. So now that we have the items that we're keeping and our rubbish separated, our next step is to start hoovering the car. So let's begin by taking out our car mats and just go around the car taking out all the mats. So now we've removed the car mats, we're going to start hoovering them. So I just take my time with these. I usually do like a checkered pattern, so I'll go up and down one way and then crisscross the other way. And if you find any bits that won't come out of the fabric with the hoover, you can just use a pick to release it. Once the mats are hoovered, I then move on to the interior floor. So start vacuuming from left to right. And then I go in an up and down motion to try and not miss any spots out. And another good tip here is to use a stiff brush when you're vacuuming. It just opens up the fibres in the carpet and makes it a lot easier to hoover out all the dust and dirt. And make sure to hoover out the difficult to reach areas too, such as down the sides of the seat. And that now looks a whole lot better. And be sure to hoover out the floor at the back of the car as well. And once you get the floors complete, you can start moving on to vacuuming and dusting the dashboard. So I'm just using my detailing brush here just to help agitate the dust, and then I'm sucking it up with the hoover. And I'm just running the detailing brush over the dials and buttons. Now let's get behind the steering wheel. So a good example of where the brush comes in handy is on the steering wheel. You can see how dirty it is at the moment. And you can see it really helps to get into any difficult to reach areas. And here's another example of why the detailing brush is so handy. The hoover can't get to the corner. So just use the brush, agitate the dirt, and there you go, it's gone. And just go all around the car making sure you don't miss out any areas. And don't forget to hoover out the car boot as well. So once the entire car's been hoovered and dusted, we then want to move on to the cleaning stage. So let's go ahead and clean the carpets. So I get my pressurized spray bottle and I spray it over the carpets with the solution I've made up. Then I get my cleaning brush attachment and whack it in the impact driver. And watch this for a top tip, folks. Snap, crackle and pop. Just crack the son of a gun straight in two. Look at the state of that. Good times. So now I've got the pleasure of using a cleaning head not even half the size. Anyway, let's just get on with the job. So if you're using one of these attachments, make sure you have your drill or impact driver on a low setting, or you see what happens. So I'm just going from left to right here, and once I've scrubbed the cleaning solution into the carpet with the attachment, I then start sucking the dirt out of the carpet with the hoover. And luckily for me, these carpets aren't too dirty at all. And it's going to be the same process for the rest of the carpets. So use your solution and spray it onto the carpet. Then work the solution into the carpet with the drill attachment, or you can just use an upholstery brush to do the same thing. It's just easier with the drill attachment. And again, it's going to be the same process, just use your hoover and your cleaning attachment to suck all the dirt out of the carpet. And just go around all the carpets in the car, cleaning them one by one. Once all the carpets are cleaned, I move on to cleaning the pedals. So I'm just using my steam cleaner here to help clean and sanitize the pedals. And these cleaners are really handy as they come with lots of different attachments. Got some melted chocolate in the car here and it gets rid of that no problem. These steam cleaners produce really high temperatures and get rid of 99.9% bacteria. And I just grab my microfiber towel here and start wiping it up. And as you can see, it's pretty powerful. I'll have to go and find that piece now. And I just use it to get into any areas that are difficult to get to. Another area that's often missed is just behind the door here, so make sure you go ahead and give that a clean too. And the cleaning solution I'm using to clean most of the car surfaces is this Bilthamber all-purpose cleaner. So I get my detailing brush here and I start cleaning the inside of the door. And I'll just do sections at a time before buffing it off with a clean microfiber towel. So get all the doors cleaned and then I switch it back to the steam cleaner to clean the vents out and the dials and buttons on the car. And then again I grab my detailing brush and proceed to clean the dashboard on the car with it. So as you can see here, I'm just working the cleaner into the dashboard. So I'm just cleaning sections at a time with the detailing brush and then buffing it off with a microfiber towel. And make sure you don't miss any areas out and get full coverage. So once you've cleaned all the hard surfaces on the car, we can now move on to cleaning the seats in the car. So once again, grab your cleaning solution and spray liberally onto the seats. And then give the seats a thorough scrub. And put firm pressure onto the seats when hoovering the liquid out. And just follow the same method for cleaning all the seats. And one other area that requires cleaning is the windscreen. So I've got my waffle weave microfiber towel on the left and my Meguiar's glass cleaner on the right there. So I'll just spray down the cleaning towel a few times. And clean in an up and down motion and then left to right motion. Flip the towel. And now that dry side will make sure there's no streaks. So once I finish cleaning the windshield here, that's pretty much the car cleaned. So the next stage is to start using protectant. And I'm going to start off by applying protectant to the seats. So first of all, we want to make sure our seats are completely dry before we add this protectant onto the seats. And it's a ceramic protection designed for fabrics from Chemical Guys that we'll be using today. And I like to use a upholstery brush or a microfiber towel to help apply it. So here you just want to try and get an even coverage with the ceramic coating. And I just get my microfiber towel here and I'm just trying to ensure even coverage across the seat. And there are many different products on the market that will do the same job, such as this Scotchgard fabric protector. And it's going to be the same process here, so you just want to spray it evenly across the seat. And then use a upholstery brush or a microfiber towel to spread it evenly. And once you've got the protectant on the seat, it's time to move on to the next step, which is protecting the hard surfaces. And so for this, I'm going to be using the Meguiar's Supreme Shine High Gloss Protectant. And so I get my detailing brush and starting from one side of the car, I work the protectant into the dashboard. And the protectant not only gives a nice shinier, glossier finish to the dashboard, it'll also help the dashboard from things like UV rays, which will make the dashboard crack and fade over time. One area I don't like putting the protectant is on the outer edge of the steering wheel, and the reason for that is the protectant is quite slippery and slick and you should have a firm grip of the steering wheel at all times. I leave the protectant on there for a minute or two before buffing it off. And just go around adding the protectant to wherever it is required. And once you finish buffing off the protectant, that's pretty much it, folks. And as you can see, the interior is looking awesome. Well, thanks very much guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you later.